They call it Child Protective Services, that's the name they wear. But too many broken families say there's something unfair. Mothers cry through sleepless nights, fathers stare at empty rooms, hoping for the day their children come back home too soon. The halls are cold, the lights are dim, the voices fade away. Families torn apart by decisions made each day. But out beyond the darkness, where hope still burns bright, two heroes rise together, ready for the fight. It's the child prison system, that's what the people say, keeping children locked away from the ones who pave their way. But Queen Tiff and the CPS Punisher stand tall and strong, fighting for the families who feel they've been done wrong. They'll break the chains of sorrow, they'll shine a guiding light, standing for the children and their parents' rights. The child prison system will tremble when they see Queen Tiff and the CPS Punisher fighting to set children free. Queen Tiff rides through the storm clouds with courage in her heart, the CPS Punisher beside her, ready to do his part. They hear the cries of children longing for their homes, dreaming of their mothers and fathers waiting all alone. They won't back down from shadows, they won't run from fear. They speak for those whose voices nobody wants to hear. Through every courtroom battle and every sleepless night, they keep their eyes upon the goal and continue the fight. It's the child prison system, that's what the people say, keeping children locked away from the ones who pave their way. But Queen Tiff and the CPS Punisher stand tall and strong, fighting for the families who feel they've been done wrong. They'll break the chains of sorrow, they'll shine a guiding light, standing for the children and their parents' rights. The child prison system will tremble when they see Queen Tiff and the CPS Punisher fighting to set children free. No cape can make a hero, no crown can win the day. It's the love for every family that shows them the way. When hope seems lost and distant, when hearts are filled with pain, they remind the world that family should not be torn in vain. It's the child prison system, but its power won't remain when people stand together and refuse to live in chains. Queen Tiff and the CPS Punisher raise their voices high for every child and parent beneath the same white sky. The prison doors are opening, the darkness starts to flee. The children find their families the way it's meant to be. And Queen Tiff and the CPS Punisher stand victoriously as the children of the child prison system finally run free. Finally run free. Mothers and fathers waiting, arms open wide once more, children coming home again. Through every hopeful door, the fight was for the families, the love that never ends, and together they stood strong until the very end.
Punisher, they won't back down. Fight for the children in every town.
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, goddammit. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids, pictures held up like thin ties. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
Hey, Tiff. What's shaking?
Oh, it's just hot and humid here. Oh my.
Oh my gosh, it's like summertime just comes and goes, isn't it? Isn't it crazy how it goes cold, 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 and then boom, it's summertime. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
said we need something to cool us down.
Yeah, there's my little supermodel.
Yeah.
Man. So, what's happening today? Anything good? What have you heard? Anything? 'Cause I'm telling you what. Yeah, well, I mean, is it? So I think we should talk about something for a minute.
Okay.
I think we should talk about the dangers of doing what we do.
Oof.
Because I don't think that people realize, and this means even you guys out there that are advocating and that you're helping people and you're speaking out against, you guys need to realize that what you're doing is a real thing. This isn't nursery school. This isn't kindergarten. This isn't for the faint of heart. In our circle, in the past 2 months, we've had my house blown up, Danielle's son's missing, Bob Pace have died, Malibu Dallas has been arrested, Brenda Cambron is now in jail, and the house next to a good friend of ours was blown up yesterday.
And Tiff had a CPS case.
Mm-hmm. So, am I forgetting anybody else? That could be a coincidence. You got your CPS case. They came at you with that stuff. So if I'm forgetting another one of them, they've gone after my friend Jess, but they've always gone after her. It's a very serious thing what we do, guys. And with you guys out there, make sure that you pay attention. If you think someone's gang stalking you, then they're probably right. If you think that they're following you around, you're probably right. In the past, he did. Last couple months ago, he did. But if you are scared, make sure you pay attention to your stomach. If your stomach giving you bad vibes about something, pay attention to it and be very, very cautious to your surroundings, because if you think that, then there's probably a good chance that that is what's happening. I know I don't want to, I mean, it's bad enough that they take our kids, but then what they do to us, to the treachery after, if we speak out about it, it's a whole nother thing. So all I'm saying is just, if you are thinking about advocating, or you do advocate and you help other people and you're out there talking and spreading your word and all this stuff, just be aware of who you're around and what's around you for your safety. That's all I'm saying. So everybody, just be cautious. That's all I'm going to say about that one. What do you think about that, Tiff? Where's your thoughts lie?
Well, I will tell you, doing the stuff that we do is not for the faint of heart. I will tell you that, because they will come at you until they just realize that they can't stop you. It is dangerous. They kill people that they don't want to talk anymore. My dad told me years ago, you got a big target on your back. You need to move. Doesn't matter. I'm not running from anybody. I know, and I knew when I started talking out about it, when I came out and said who I was and what I was doing, I knew then I was a target. So I'm going to say on air, I'm not suicidal. So if anything happens to me, everybody in this advocate world already knows what happened. It's dangerous.
And
but we can't stop helping people because they want to scare us off.
No, we can't. We can't stop getting the word out there, and we need to, even if it's just the simple facts of the basics, keep it simple, stupid. Don't let them. I made a new TikTok video today. Did you see that? Did you see the TikTok video I made?
No.
Oh, it's a riot. Hold on, I'll pull that up. But we can't stop. We can't stop doing what we do. We can't stop educating people for what they need, for what, just simple things that don't have to put you in the limelight. But it's just, the simple stuff. If they come to your door, don't let them get up to the threshold. Put them back onto the, whatever they call that, curtilage, right?
Yeah, well, they got to get off all of my property. You got to stand in the middle of the road if you want to talk to me.
Yeah, well, I know that. They got to stand at the end of the county. They want to talk to you. So this is funny. I did an AI video for the Tiff and The Punisher show that I put on the
I hope you're going to show it.
Oh, I'm going to. I got it. I can't build it up like that. So this came out pretty funny. But, I mean, it's just stupid little things like these that we do that would be the difference between someone keeping their kids and not, Let's get Tiff out of the big screen. Here it is. And these AI videos are pretty crazy. They, there you go, right?
Do not cross this threshold. If you have no warrant, you get off this property. Go inside. You need to watch the program on that sign. You don't know your rights. You all know better. This is intimidation and you know it. Do your job and do it right. Watch that program Monday through Thursday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern. We don't need to make this world harder than it already is. Do not cross this threshold. If you have no warrant, you get off this property. Go inside. You need to watch the program on that sign. You don't know your rights. You all know better. This is intimidation and you know it. Do your job and do it right. Watch that program Monday through Thursday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern. We don't need to make this world harder than it already is.
So I thought that was pretty funny. But just the simple things like that we do, but still, that can make it so that it's a difficult place to be. So just guys, be cautious. Rejuvenate. We got a lot of new people in here, man. This is awesome. This is really great, guys. Thank you for all coming in. That's right. When one falls, five need to rise. You're damn right. Rejuvenate says witness protection 17 years out of California. Idaho took over in May. They ruined our safety in 2 weeks. Wow, that sucks. It really sucks. Sorry for you on that.
Somebody wants to come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna put the link up here. And Malibu Dallas, what I heard and what is out that's reported is he got arrested for being a felon in around a weapon. I believe it was nothing. Well, I mean, it is a serious thing, but it was something along the lines. He was traveling with someone that had a gun, I hear, and he was just caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a link. Who wanted to come in, share the story with us? Get on here. There's that link right there. James Kirkland, new, nice, love it. Thank you very much. Rejuvenate Fit, that's awesome. Welcome. We got a lot of new people here. This is really good stuff, man. Just share this stuff. We're not about sitting here and blasting on the drama. We don't play that game. We do this. We've been doing this, Tiff and I, together for, well, going on almost 2 years now. October will be 2 years. We're here every Monday through Thursday, 7:45-ish, I like to say. Every time we try to set a new time, we go to that time and they still are 15, 20 minutes late when we start stuff.
So actually, 2 years, September 24th, and the only reason I remember that is because it's the day after the little one's birthday.
Yeah, so there it is. We're close. Coming up on our 2 years extravaganza.
And we're coming up on both our birthdays. Whoop, whoop.
Yep, that's right. July 4th weekend is reserved for Tiff and The Punisher weekend. Yeah. If you don't celebrate Independence Day, you celebrate the Tiff and The Punisher Day.
Yeah, it's my birthday and then Darren and my son's birthday.
Yep, we fill the weekend.
Yes, we sure do. Weekend.
That's right. Apple pies, fireworks, and rests and everything. Oh, there's Louis. Louis wrote that song that I played tonight. That was a submission by Louis, who wrote the lyrics for that song. Louis and Susie.
I love that song.
Thanks, guys, for that. Mason's with Becca in the backstage there, so that's funny. Oh man, what was that word that I learned from him? I don't remember the word, but I learn all the little hip words now from Becca's teenage son. Teaches me all the his birthday's on the 7th. So that's cool.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, so we're getting a longer weekend.
Yeah.
How many birthdays left?
And my sister's is June 29th.
All right, so there we go there. Can we get it longer? We get the longer week. So yeah, that's what we're all about. So let me see. I don't see anybody. I see Becky's back there moderating, but I don't see the person that wanted to come in with us. Let me see who it was here. You guys have anything that you guys want to talk about tonight, or maybe we could do an in the box? Desi, yes, Desi, if you're out there, hop on that link and come on in.
I think that's who wanted to come on.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. Becca was saying it was Desi. Yes, Desi ate the tone. Yes, I'll put a thing to her. No, not on the block list.
Wow.
Right there. Let's get her in here. Let me put the link back up because it flew by. Where the hell is the link? It's right here. Do you got any news, Tiff? Do you got anything new going on in your scenario or your neck of the woods or any of that stuff? What have you heard that's big?
Well, not really new. Just starting July 1st. I'm where because July 1st here in Virginia, cameras, laptops, and recorders are allowed back at the courthouse. So our biggest thing, or my biggest thing, is because Virginia sucks and we're not a court of record. We need parents to be able to record their cases, right? Like with the
Mhm.
judge, yes, and their lawyer and their lawyer, and so on, so that they have something to go back to reference, or if they if they have to go to an appeal, they have it on recording. If they have to take it to the federal courts, they have recording. Um, so that's what I'm working on. Um,
Mm.
so
Just a
hopefully,
little bit.
yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Next Wednesday, Becca. Next Wednesday. Uh, so I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, nobody in this town can say that I don't do my fair share, because I do my fair share and everybody else's fair share.
Mm. Connie sent me a video. I'm trying to look at it and see what this is all about here for the Family Forward Project.
And
Foster
she needs to
houses.
come back on too.
Yeah, she said the same thing. She said that she needs to be back on. Let me see. Mama Bear and her 4 beauties never gave up.
Oh, I think that's the video that she did earlier where I believe there was a disabled couple that got their kids removed or something.
Oh, really? Is that what it is?
I think so. I saw her video earlier. I shared it.
Oh, okay. That must be the one that I'm looking at now then.
Probably.
What else do we have in the CPS world that's going on the videos? Let's go to the movies, Tiff. No one's going to come in and join us.
Okay, let's go to the movies.
Let's go see what we got going on out here. We might as well. We're already at TikTok. So let's share the screen and let's see what we can drum up. Let's all go to the movies and get ourselves a treat. All right. We'll make that Tiff the small one. All right. Off to the movies we go. Oh, look at that cunning man. I guess we'll start with this one.
Do not cross this threshold. If you have no warrant, you get off this property. Go inside. You need to watch the program on that sign. You don't know your rights. You all know better. This is intimidation and you know it. Do your job and do it right. Watch that program Monday through Thursday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern. We don't need to make this world harder than it already is.
Well, thank God I don't really talk that fast. You know? I'm glad I don't do that. Let's see what we got. This lady's putting out a bunch of nice information here. This lady, and she's really banging up some algorithm posts.
If you have an open CPS case, I need you to stop scrolling, because what I'm about to share with you could change how your entire case goes. Most parents navigating a CPS case have no idea what rights they actually have. They don't know what CPS is legally required to tell them. They don't know what they can say no to. They don't know what they're allowed to ask for. And the system doesn't necessarily volunteer that information. So let me tell you right now, CPS must identify themselves and explain exactly why they're there. You don't have to let them in your home without a warrant. You can step outside on the porch and talk with them. You have the right to an attorney. The moment court proceedings begin, you can request legal representation. If you can't afford one, the court appoints one. Don't wait. You have the right to receive your service plan in writing. Every requirement, every deadline in your hands, that is your legal right. You have the right to know where your children are placed. Unless there is a specific court order restricting it, CPS must tell you, at least a general location. You have the right to regular visitation. Unless a court order says otherwise, visits cannot be denied without cause. And you have the right to be notified of every court hearing, and you should be attending every court hearing. I made a free one-page guide, 10 things CPS is legally required to tell you. It's free. It's in my bio. Go get it right now and share it with every parent who needs it. If you have an open CPS case,
All right, Tiff, let's talk about that one for a minute. I'm sitting here talking away and my microphone's muted.
Oh, that's okay.
So the number one thing that stands out with me with her there is the fact that she's absolutely right. CPS cannot stop your visits. It has to be a judge's order. So they cannot just stop your visits. That is the number one thing right there. I let it happen to me. My guy wouldn't, my whatever piece of shit lawyer wouldn't fight it and whatever. But they cannot stop your visits. So unless a judge has told you that you cannot visit your kid, you go and visit your child. No one can stop that visit.
And if they do stop it, you file a motion to show cause.
Mm-hmm. And still try to retain, make sure you keep records of trying to retain your visits with those people. Make sure you're emailing CPS. Listen, save yourself a lot of headaches. Communicate with them only through email. If you just stay strictly to email, there's no misunderstandings. There's no switching back what people are saying. There's none of that stuff. You just do what you got to do by email, get a response, and that's it. Don't get emotional on the emails. Don't get all upset and pissed off and fired up, swearing at them and all that, because don't forget that they have a record just like you do. Oh, yeah, Jay Limo. Come on in, buddy. I'm going to put it up here again, buddy. If you can just grab, or I got to send it to you. Yes. And Becca says they found out that your attorney stipulated. Correct. Stipulation master. Let me send this to Jay Limo. He wants to come in and chat with us for a minute here. I'll put it in your, I'll send it right to you directly on Messenger, Jay.
I'm going to add this too. Unless there's a court order, don't sign anything. Don't take their safety plan. Don't do anything. And then even like the guy said yesterday, that's what I do, right? I challenge everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I need to do this? What's your probable cause? I've flat out told judges I'm not cooperating with CPS. I've told them. And they learned the hard way. And I did not. You can challenge everything. It is your kids. It is your family. It is your right.
Mm-hmm. It is. It absolutely is. Nobody's going to fight for your kid like you are. So don't just sit back and let it happen. Get in the game. Right. That's what we're trying to teach people. That's what we're all trying to teach people. You got to be in the game. You can't sit back and expect your public pretender to lead the way for you. You need to lead the way when you're in these cases. It is up to you.
Listen to me. Every time CPS contacts me over some dumb shit, I'm very proactive in everything that I do. Right? Like I go to the school. I serve them with paperwork. I tell them exactly what I need. I get that shit. Right? Because if you're sitting around, now I'm not saying my lawyer's a bad lawyer. My whole thing is I keep my legal fees down because I do all the work. All they have to do is go in there and argue because Tiffany got a smart mouth and Tiffany don't play that shit. And Tiffany's going to jail. So you have to be proactive in your case. You have to collect evidence to rebut all the shit that they're saying about you. You have to. This is the fight of your life. Okay, next.
I called CPS and the authorities on my best friend of over 12 years and her husband.
So Angelique went on to preface her 12-part story time by saying that there are certain moments in this story where she is guilty, not of child abuse herself, but of turning a blind eye and not stepping up when she should have. She gives some fake names for everyone in the story time. Carly for her former best friend.
All right, hello everyone. Wanted to go through my three things that parents and caregivers do that are mistakes while being investigated by CPS. Again, three things that I believe are common mistakes that parents and caregivers make when being investigated by CPS. Number one, first mistake that I believe parents make is they talk too much. Your words are evidence, if I've always said in all of these videos that I make. And more than likely, the more that you say, the more likely that it's not going to be good and it's going to be used against you. That leads me to number two, what I believe is the second most common mistake parents make, caregivers make when dealing with CPS is that they talk to CPS without an attorney. You know, you got a Fifth Amendment right to not self-incriminate, to remain silent, as we've all heard. But you have a Sixth Amendment right to counsel and be investigated for neglect or abuse. Because that's what they're investigating for. That's why they're there, is to see if you've neglected or abused your child, and that can lead to criminal charges as well, besides your child or children being taken away from you. So again, you have a Fifth and Sixth Amendment right that you always need to deploy. And I think the third most common mistake a lot of parents and caregivers make is they assume, unfortunately, that because they're innocent, they have nothing to hide. This isn't really the reality. There's a lot of questions, a lot of things that CPS can do, and they can dig, and they can pry, and they can probe. They can look for reasons to be in your life. They can look for reasons to make you do services or take your children when there's really no relevant reason for that. That's relevant to the reason they come out, or the reason they're there, or would even show that there's true immediate danger to you, to your children. So be careful of that. Remember, my three things that I think common mistakes are, again, talk too much, talk without an attorney, and assume, just because you're innocent, everything's going to go okay, hunky-dory. A lot of times it doesn't. So thanks for listening.
Number one thing parents do the worst is think that they have nothing to show or nothing to hide. Don't let them in your house just because you think you're not hiding anything. Don't let them come look around. Don't give them anything at all. At all. You start letting them in. Nothing. Shut your mouth. Make them work for what they're trying to get. Make them do the work to give it, because you could think that it's nothing because you got a couple of dishes in the sink and they're going to put that in there that you're neglected. The house is dirty, yada, yada, yada. Don't give them the ammo that they need to shoot yourself. Cody Cordova says, more BS in the court today for me, 100. Sorry about that, brother. Hopefully it wasn't so bad that you can't get out of it, but sorry that you had to go through that shit. Yeah, that's a bummer. But yeah, don't ever think that just because you guys are good parents that that's going to win it for you. It's not going to be that way. They don't care. And here's what other people forget as well, is that once you go in there, once you get in there and they start investigating you, the reason that you were put into the system to begin with is no longer what you're going for. Now you're on a whole new fight. You need to make sure that you're making your visits on time. You need to make sure that you're doing whatever. So stop sitting there trying to. And the other thing is this, and I will tell people this, I know it's your kid. I know it sucks. But if they're having problems at that foster home, that's not going to help you in your case. If anything, that's going to just push those kids further away from you. I'm not saying don't help them or try to help them if they say that they're being abused, but stop making that the focus of your fight, because that's not going to do anything. They're not going to magically just give you your kids back because your kids are being abused in the foster care system. Oh, that's funny, Susie. Good one. Yeah, so don't.
My favorite line, and I said it right to her and the police that night, was my daughter has the right to shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And that's what you got to stick by. Unfortunately, that's the truth of this stuff, because they will take your words, they will dump it in that beast of theirs. It'll alter what you say. It'll manipulate what they think that you meant. And just because you said my daughter has a home, that means to them, oh, that means that you've already thought of something else for them to go live for some reason. And all you were saying was that was your home. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but that's just the manipulation that they put on the spin on the things. All right.
Nothing to them means nothing.
That's right. Zip, zero, shut your fucko moutho.
Good morning, Soul. CPS update. Let me tell y'all what these motherfuckers did. They tested my child's hair, right? And her blood and everything when they took her from me illegally. And I found this out from a lawyer. That shit was illegal to do. And and it came back all negative. It was all negative. She was clean. Well, whenever the court date came, and I had won my kid back, they pulled up the thing and said, well, we made a mistake. Your daughter tested positive for methamphetamines and at high levels. I said, bullshit. They denied in the video yesterday when I did a video call. They were like, there's no way that could have happened, blah, blah, blah. When my child was like, I think they switched my hair. My daughter's 16. She's almost 17. She's not really a child. She's an adult. And so she's sitting on the video and she's like, well, I think that they mixed my hair with somebody else's. I think that they falsified the documents, me. That's what I think. Because I said, well, you made us all do a hair test 2 weeks later. Me, my child, and my mother did pee test, and then me and my daughter did a hair test. And guess what? Negative. Negative. How did my daughter have high levels of methamphetamine 2 weeks? Not even 2 weeks. Not even. I think it was like a week or more. But not 2 weeks before you made her take another hair test and she didn't get a haircut. How come she didn't test at high levels then? How come it was negative? I'm suing the fuck out of these people. They just want to cover their dirty tracks because I went viral. They just want to cover their dirty little fucking tracks. And they needed some reason to stay in my business. I'm going to ask about that.
Nah.
Good for her.
Good morning, Soul. CPS
We're going to try to
update.
get her on the show.
Let me tell y'all what these motherfuckers did. They tested my child's hair, right? And her blood and everything.
Oh, shit.
That's all right. Becca, we need to find her.
Yep.
Good morning, Soul. CPS update. Let me tell y'all.
So I texted you and let you know that you need to take me to the ER.
No, they told me just at court, while we were at court, that you guys can give him the test to bring him here. I took him to 2 different doctors. They can't do it. Not today. So I'm bringing him here so that it can get done today.
I called my health center and they said that it has to be done by a medical professional at the hospital.
That's not what the judge said. The judge said that you can give him the test.
If you look at the court order says that he needs to be tested for THC today.
Right. I understand that. That's why I'm here to get him tested from you.
We cannot test him.
You just said at court you guys can test him, and the judge said you guys can test him. The judge
said it could be a mouth swab, it could be whatever.
For you guys can mouth swab him. The attorney also said all you have to do is close his mouth.
A medical professional said it needed.
The judge didn't say it had to be from a medical professional, ma'am.
The medical professional said.
The judge didn't say that.
We need to take him to the ER, so we're compliant. We need to go with you. What ER did you go to?
It don't matter which one we went to. We've been to 2, and I have the names of the ladies. Okay. Neither one. It doesn't matter. We've been to 2 different ones.
Because that's what Family Health Center is telling me.
That's the judge. The judge did not tell me that, and you know that. And the Family Health Center was not there. He did not say by a professional. He said from you, your agency can give him the mouth swab. She was present as well.
I don't recall him saying the agency, but
why do we have to? Can you just get the test so he can get his test today? Like he can't do it at the doctor's. So now you're trying to have me in non-compliance?
No, that's not what I want. I'm telling you to take him to the ER.
I came to the ER. I don't need you to accompany me nowhere. I don't want you to accompany me anywhere. I'm here to get the test, as I was ordered from the judge to come here.
You were ordered to get the test today. We are not allowed to give you the test.
The judge said you can give me the mouth swab.
No.
Yes, he did.
The prosecutor actually said we do not want the workers doing it. We want.
No, he did not say that. The prosecutor said you can close his mouth. Why is it
on camera? That's what it is.
It's on camera, ma'am. Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing anything.
Just
I told you to take him to the ER.
I came. They don't offer that
I
test.
don't have this conversation any further with you. I told you what you needed to do, and I'm not going to argue with you about it. That's what needs to happen.
I'm here to get the test for my son, so I'm not in non-compliance of the judge's order. I came here as the judge's order me. I came to both ERs. They don't do it. Why are you refusing to test him? This is unbelievable. So now it looks like I'm in non-compliance. The judge didn't say I had to go to the hospital.
Hey, I told you, hospital. Here's Joyce.
I don't have to go to the hospital. The judge said out of his mouth a mouth swab, and we both were there from your agency.
And the prosecutor also
From your
said that
agency.
he did not want a worker
The
to-
prosecutor said you can close his mouth. That's what the prosecutor said.
He did say that.
Exactly. Can you please give my son a mouth swab? Please. I've been to 2 hospitals. They don't administer that as the judge ordered. Could you please give him a mouth swab? I am not trying to be in non-compliance.
The Family Health Center, they said.
I'm not talking about Family Health Center. I don't care what they said. The judge did not say that. I don't care what Family Health Center say. I don't care. The judge stated. That's all that matters to me. Family Health Center, I don't care about.
The judge put in the written order that the child needed to be drug screened for THC today.
Right now, get the test and test him.
So take him down to the.
I've been, ma'am, they don't offer that. Could you please test my son? Could you please test my son? Could you please test my son?
Do you have the documentation saying that they won't do it?
Could you please test my son, ma'am?
Can you tell me what hospital she went to?
Could you please test my son, ma'am?
And urgent care. Bronson and Borges and urgent care.
Okay. All right.
We asked that they administrate a mouth swab, and they said, no, we don't do
Right.
those on babies.
Exactly.
They don't do mouth swabs.
But that's what the judge ordered me to get, a mouth swab, and that's what he said your agency.
If you look at the order, it says.
There would be no reason, because then you'd have to redo it if they did a mouth swab.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't have to redo it.
Because it isn't accurate.
Are you sure? Because they
Did
did
you-
for
you
jobs.
said
The-
That mouth swab before for a
For
job.
infant, did they tell you that?
What's
they
the
were-
difference? What's the difference?
In court, then that's what they
Yes, that's what the judge said.
They're not medical professionals.
The judge ordered that. He didn't say it had to be a medical professional, ma'am. No, it does not say a medical professional.
Yeah, as long as it goes on.
Or no less. That's all. At all. I want to do that and get on. I don't want to keep seeing you. None of y'all are dealing with this family and children's services. Period. I'm ready to give him the test and go. I got to wash clothes. I got stuff to do. You're holding me up all day for nothing. I got other stuff to do. You made me miss my visit by coming to my house an hour before. You know I catch the bus to the visits. You made me miss my visit yesterday. I don't appreciate that. That was very hurtful for me because you come to my house. You know he was coming to the visit. You could have saw him at the visit at 5 o'clock. You just had to come 1 hour before.
Geneva, this isn't getting us anywhere.
So can we get the test? That's all I was here
We're
for.
not going to administer a test that isn't medically appropriate. So they said that the swab isn't done on a baby. I understand that you're saying that the court said it would be.
That's what the court wants, and that's what I'm here to do. Period. It doesn't matter your research to call a medical professional or anything like that. The judge ordered that I get the test. The judge stated that it be mouth swab. It only has to be mouth swab, and that you can close, the attorney you can close his mouth. Period. It's accurate because it is. Because that's what we doing. This is too much. Can we just get the test? It is. It's unbelievable. I'm glad I got witnesses because I usually come by myself and I recording and I'm gonna always record. But the judge doesn't care. The judge doesn't care. He said a mouth swab, and that's what I'm here to do, ma'am. What's the big deal? So can we get the mouth swab? That's all.
We need an accurate test. And if it was
It's not for you, it's for the judge. That is accurate and it's right. It's accurate.
for the child.
What's
For the child. That's
what?
for the child. So we wouldn't do a test that's not even going to be accurate.
There's nothing in his system. It's going to be accurate because there's nothing in his system.
I have no idea.
But that's neither here nor there. The judge ordered a mouth swab. He said I can come here to get the mouth swab from the agency. That's what I'm doing.
I hear that.
That's what I'm doing. I'm here. What is the problem? Why are y'all trying to not have me get my son tested?
It isn't. We'd love to have
Test him.
They're trying to say
in a medically
that they
appropriate
can't test them
way.
because it's not accurate.
It's not. That's not what the judge said. The judge didn't say. The judge did not say that it has to be anything accurate. The judge said a mouth swab. That is accurate, ma'am. A mouth swab is accurate because they do it for the jobs.
Just do it.
When I drug screen randomly, it's a mouth swab, so it's not accurate.
Because you're an adult.
It don't matter. That don't matter. No, it don't.
So
No, it
we're
don't.
going to continue to have this conversation. We're not going to administer a mouth test. So you need to have the testing done.
So I'm gonna go buy one and come back here, and you're gonna see me do it myself, and I submit that. But y'all gonna be here. Whoever up in here, y'all gonna see me, and I did the test, and it's gonna be his. Period. Exactly. Whether I got to go spend the money or not, he gonna get a mouth swab today. Period.
That's your choice.
Deny it all you want to. Deny it. And the judge ordered for you to do it. And y'all deny it. I'm here. I'm here to get it done. I've been to hospitals, they don't administer it. I'm here to get it done. And you're refusing to get it. Why? What's the point? Just hold on. What's the point?
We've already been over this.
What's the point,
So
though?
if you would like to do something else versus going to have him tested, that's a choice.
I'm here. They told me that here to the agency.
And we're done discussing this.
They said here to the agency. You're turning me away.
I hear you.
What? You hear me, but you're not doing anything about
That's
it.
right. We're not going to administer a test.
All right, Tiff, what do you think about that?
First of all, she got a lot of patience because the first time they said that they weren't going to do it, I would have been like, fine. Now who's in contempt of court? Not me.
Mm-hmm.
She said the judge said take him to the agency to get a mouth swab. If mouth swabs were not accurate, do you think the judge would have ordered a mouth swab?
Mm-hmm.
He would not have ordered a mouth swab. He would have ordered a blood test.
Mm-hmm. Or something other. He knows what he's supposed to be ordering and what he can't order and so on.
Correct.
So forth. Mm-hmm.
And I hope those two dumb bitches got fired.
Oh, we know that they didn't. They just got moved along.
Well, yeah. But I wouldn't have argued with them. The first time they told me no and I had my court order, bitch, that's on you.
I don't understand why she even wanted him to, was persistent about having him wanting them to do it. Goodbye.
The judge's order. The judge's order said to go to the place and get the job. So,
maybe the judge doesn't know for sure that they can do them there.
It doesn't matter. If the judge orders something, the judge orders it, period. It's not up to anybody else to question it. Right.
They don't have the authority to override a court order. Who the fuck do these people think they are?
Right. So this woman was doing exactly what she said that they were to do. And that's it. That doesn't matter if it's inaccurate, if it's whatever. Judge can say eat a shit sandwich. If you got to eat, the judge says it, you got to do it. That's it.
Well, then she said something about that it wouldn't come out, the test wouldn't come out accurate if it was tested on a child. What does that mean? Why would it not come out correct if it's administered on an adult? Because she said, well,
they're going to challenge it. The lawyer would challenge it in court. If you had a decent lawyer, would challenge it and say that it's not a medical facility. The chain of custody is going to be out of whack. They didn't store it properly. They didn't do. So there'll be all these different things that they could challenge, and they know that, and they know that's coming. But the problem is the judge ordered it. Judge ordered it. So be it. Then they need to go back to court, and they need to get that changed. And the people already went to 2 different hospitals.
Right. Well, here's my whole thing. If mouth swabs were not accurate, they wouldn't do mouth swabs for DNA testing either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see what we got next.
and if mouth swabs weren't accurate, then why is that what they relied on in my case?
So many other cases. They're not very accurate, but they are 87% or something.
You should see their cutoff levels on them. On what a mouth swab is compared to a urine test is crazy.
Right. All of those things, though, have contaminants. There's all kinds of different things that you could rule on in those. None of these drug tests are even close to being truly accurate. So
drug screens, let's say.
Even drug tests. There's too many manipulating factors that make them just not worth a shit. There's just too many things. Because you could breathe something in. Somebody be smoking pot outside. You breathe it in. They swab you. Guess what? You just got whacked with that. So it's inaccurate. Period. They're all inaccurate. All right, what do we got next?
So as a former CPS worker, I get this question all the time. What is CPS actually looking for when they come to my house? So let me tell you, there are 3 main things that we're looking for as investigators. We're assessing when we show up. First is safety. Is the child safe right now? We're looking for immediate danger. No supervision, for example. When we arrive to the house, are the kids home alone? Unsafe living conditions, weapons, drugs, anything that could hurt a child or harm a child in that moment. The second thing that we're looking for is basic needs, like their health. Is this child being taken care of? Visual observations are important. Is there proper food in the home? Clothing, shelter, medical care, the fundamentals. And third, this one is going to surprise y'all, but it's important. Caregivers' protective capacity. We're not just focused on what happened. We want to know, can this parent recognize a problem? and actually do something about it? Can they protect their child going forward? The last piece matters more than you know. At the end of the day, CPS job is child safety and health. That's it. Whole focus. Follow me for more resources. So as a former CPS worker, I get this question all the time. What is CPS actually looking for? CPS worker, I get this.
First of all, the basic needs of all humans are food, clothing, and shelter. Okay.
That's all that. That's all they're still required to prove that you have. If you can
Right.
prove it, then they have no standing.
Right. Well, not only that, the Supreme Court has already said that the parents are in control of discipline, custody, medical, education, everything. Why is CPS involved in all that? Oh, because they think that they're a better parent than us.
Where's their certification to tell you that that's what they are?
Well, I will tell you this, starting July 1st here in Virginia, I meant to tell y'all this. Oh, you have to go to more schools, so you won't be no 21-year-old showing up at Tiffany's house telling Tiffany what the fuck to do. I got kids older than you. So you have to go up more schooling, and you got to have all these degrees now. And I really wish they would have put constitutional law on that bitch, but they didn't. So you have to have more education to become a social worker starting July 1st. So we're going to see how that plays out.
Oh, so they're going to require them to have more education, more classes, more knowledge, and everything?
Yes, everything. They have to have all kinds of degrees. Before, it just had to be a bachelor's, I think. Now it's a whole. They got to have a whole rack of shit. So we'll see how far they go.
TikTok does not want you having this information because this is the third time I've tried to make a video explaining how to use ChatGPT to beat CPS cases in any state. First of all,
yesterday I posted about the investigation against me by the police, Child Protective Services, and a child abuse pediatrician. And I gave a little bit of detail about how they behaved, how the professionals behaved on my case. And somebody commented, she said that she worked in the system in some capacity, I don't know what, and she did not believe my story. She didn't believe what I was saying because in order for what I was saying to be true, the professionals would have had to disregard the truth and violate their duty in a way that she did not think would have happened. A story. I got called for jury duty several years ago, and I was sitting on a folding chair in a big room with about 50 other people, and the attorneys go through and they ask all these questions to weed you out. And one of the questions was this: who disagrees with the statement? And the statement was, I believe what a police officer is saying just because a police officer is saying it. So in other words, if the cop says it, I believe that it happened because I believe a cop no matter what they're saying. Well, I do disagree with that, and so I raised my hand. I was the only person who raised my hand. I was the only person who disagreed with that. Every other person in that room believed what a police officer was saying just because a cop was saying it. Now, I am not anti-police. I'm not. I was investigated by a police officer. He did things that I do not agree with, and he was really destructive to my life. But I'm not anti-cop. Also, my husband has been a police officer for over 25 years. I support the police. I just don't support lying in a police report. If we believe that the professional is always right, that they never lie, that they're never dishonest, that they never misrepresent information, that they never make the wrong decision, that they're always right, and even if they get it wrong, they take accountability for it and they pivot and they change, then wouldn't we also have to believe that the client is always wrong? I think that we would, and that sets us up so bad because neither one of those things are true. Do clients lie, cheat, and steal? Yeah. Do the professionals sometimes do that same thing? Yeah, they do. And I know that because I worked there for 10 years as a Child Protective Services social worker, in addition to being investigated. One of the reasons why I wrote my book, Renegade Agency, is because I wanted to give a different perspective to people. I wanted them to look at things in a different way than maybe they've always believed how the system operates. It's one of my goals. So if you are questioning what I'm saying, please pick up my book. You don't even have to buy it. You can get it from the library for free. Yesterday, I posted about the investigation against me by the police, Child Protective Services.
The fact that they can lie all the time is bullshit, and we all know this.
Yeah, but people believe, unless you're people like us, people really believe that the police never lie. The judges don't do shit wrong. CPS would never take a child out of a good home. No.
Right.
Until it happens to them.
Mm-hmm. Because they're all oblivious to the bullshit.
Correct. They don't care. They don't believe it until that knock comes to their door, and now they're in a frenzy.
All right, we got one more. Who just walked in the back room? Did Jay Limo join us? I can't
He
see.
did a while ago, then he left.
Oh, I didn't even see him in there. All right, let's see what else is on.
Are you a parent who is going up against CPS without a lawyer? Here are some motions you need to keep in mind as you proceed. And so save this video so that you can reference this throughout your trial. 1. Motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction. Ask the court to dismiss the case because CPS didn't follow proper legal steps to gain authority over your child. When to use? If CPS removed your child without a valid court order or a warrant, the entire case may be dismissed. Also, a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim. CPS must provide specific facts showing abuse or neglect. This motion challenges vague or unsupported allegations. When to use this when CPS only claims your house was, quote, messy or unsafe without showing actual harm. Next, and my favorite, motion to compel discovery. Yes, you do have a right to your CPS file. Demand CPS produce all records, recordings, reports, and communications related to your case. Use this when CPS refuses to turn over evidence or delays sharing your case files. Next, motion for protective order. Limit CPS's discovery requests to only relevant information. When to use this? Use this when CPS demands overly personal or irrelevant information, such as unrelated medical or mental health records. Next, motion for continuance. When to use this if CPS dumps new documents or evidence on you right before court. Motion in limine, I don't know how to say that right, to exclude evidence. Ask the judge to block certain evidence or testimony before it's introduced into court. When to use? Use this to prevent irrelevant or prejudiced information like gossip or unrelated allegations. Next, motion for judicial notice. Ask the court to recognize established facts or laws without needing proof. When to use? Use this to make the court acknowledge legal standards, like the requirement that CPS make, quote, reasonable efforts to prevent removal. Next, motion for reconsideration. Request the judge to review or challenge or change a previous ruling due to error or new evidence. When to use? Use this to correct judicial mistakes or preserve issues for appeal. Next, motion to vacate or set aside judgment. Ask the court to undo an order or judgment entered by fraud, mistake, or lack of jurisdiction. When to use? Use this when CPS obtained an order based on false information or improper procedures. Motion to strike hearsay or improper evidence. Request that the court remove unreliable testimony or reports from the record. When to use? Use this to challenge CPS reports based solely on third-hand statements or rumors. Some bonus motions also that every parent should know. Motion to compel visitation. For CPS to comply with court-ordered scheduled visitations. Motions for sanctions. Ask the court to penalize CPS for violating court orders or withholding evidence. Motion for summary judgment. Ask the court to dismiss the case early if the facts clearly show no abuse or neglect. Why these motions matter. Every motion you file strengthens your case and protects your constitutional rights. Filing motions forces CPS to follow the law and reveal their evidence, preserves issues for appeal, and builds a written record of agency misconduct, shows the judge you are informed, prepared, and serious about due process. Will these motions get you anywhere? I don't know. It's different everywhere. it's going to be an uphill battle, but you file them anyway because of everything that we just said. It shows that it shows your agency, you're preserving your record for appeal, and you're creating a record that you know what you're talking about and that you've taken all the steps necessary to protect yourself. So once again, save this video, go back to these. If you have any questions about specific ones that I've mentioned or want more information, just say so in the comments. I'd be happy to elaborate. Are you a parent who is going up against CPS?
All right, she has a lot of good stuff there, but as always, make sure you guys check this out yourself. Make sure that you look over those things.
Yeah, no doubt, because that's very vague on what she gave. I mean, because those motions are detailed, and that's not something that you just go in there and throw.
As always, make sure that you guys are checking yourself. Check your own information out yourself. Don't rely on other people's information to be proper for you, because there's a lot of people out there that would love to get you sunk.
Where'd Tiff? Oh, there she is.
Tiff, you got any comments on this one?
Hold on, I gotta bring her. Okay, yeah, there she is.
Sorry about that. They kicked me off.
It was like, I was like, where'd she go?
Yeah, my laptop kicked me off.
Son of a bitch.
I hope somebody wrote that shit down, because
well, they're awfully vague. I mean, you would have to elaborate on them more than
Right.
what she did, but
yeah,
Just the
I
reasons
think
to
that's good. I think that's good information. I just think people, even though we put stuff out, I mean, people still need to research even the stuff that we put out, because we don't try to put out misinformation. But I think you should research it. I think it's some good information if it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we got time for one more. Let's go and see what we got. Last one, make it a good one.
If you are involved in an active CPS investigation and CPS or DFPS is telling you the next stage in your case involves taking services, and that is the only way to show compliance in order to get your children back, I would have you listen to this video and just take a breath before you commit to that. In my case, it was active for 7.5 months. My children were kept in an emergency shelter for nearly 5 months, 149 days to be exact. When it got to the stage of the case where they were like, okay, now you got to take all these services, it was my husband and I who said, no, we're not consenting to taking these services, taking these classes. They're not curated specifically to help our family. They're just kind of your generic run-of-the-mill type of services that I believe that they throw at every family. My husband and I talked heavily about this, and keeping our strategy at the forefront, we were like, this will directly oppose our strategy. So we basically created our own service plan. And fortunately, when we presented our service plan idea to the judge, it was like, actually, that makes more sense than this kind of, generic, psych evaluation and all the other classes and services that they wanted us to take. And we were able to actually do things to enhance our ability to parent our children in alignment with our moral and spiritual standing and belief system. And it highlighted to us that more families can do this. Like, you don't have to take what CPS and DFPS just throws at you, but they throw at everybody. It's just that type of pressure that will really throw you off. Nonetheless, my husband created a guide. In this guide, it details like what we had to learn the hard way. I would have came across this at the beginning of our investigation, I would have snatched this up so fast. We were rapidly consuming information, and from that mass consumption generated this guide, which I know and believe it will help many, many families. So if you're interested in the guide, if you're involved in an active CPS investigation and you just need some help to kind of like momentum going back in your favor of how you show up at the hearings, how you show up at your visits with your children, how you conduct conversations with the caseworker or any investigator, just comment guide and I will send it to you directly.
All right, Tiff.
If you are involved in an active CPS investigation And
I didn't hear
CPS
all
or
of that because I had
DFPS
to go
is
get
telling
some
you the
yoga.
next stage in your case
Hold on,
involves taking services, and that is the only way to show compliance in order to get your children back. I would have you listen to this video and just take a
I was
breath.
over there on the restream trying to pause it. There. I don't know about any of that. I don't know about changing the safety plan or whatever. Another, maybe it's good tips or whatever, but I'm just saying check with your attorneys or check with whomever, make sure you guys look into that and the laws and the rules. Tiff, do you see the name of the dude right there on the thing?
No.
Thomas Bain. We were just talking about him earlier.
Yes, we were.
Bain, can you please get in touch with us? We've been wondering about you and we have some things to talk to you about. So if you can please reach out to us. It's the same email address, cpsvhuntingjustice@gmail.com. Please, we'd love to talk to you, to see what's going on. And I have some things that I need to run by you as well. Because up here in the state of New York, dirty business is happening.
Well, I'm glad that we talked about him. We talked him up tonight.
Yeah, we manifested Thomas Bain.
That is so funny. I just asked about you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so tomorrow night, I'll let you know if we go on late because I got to find out if I got a meeting tomorrow night.
All right, sounds good.
See you tomorrow.
See everybody tomorrow. Bye, Becca. Bye, Tiff. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh, and the dog, too.
Yeah, and the dog.
The hunters just became the hunted. Tiff and The Punisher. We're coming for you. Systems corrupt, snatching kids in the night. Foster care pipelines profit from the fight. Lies on the paper, judges paid off clean. Tearing up families, living out their dream. Equal and the same, we uncover the game. Foster care corruption, putting kids through the pain. Gunning for CPS, no mercy, no slack. We expose the truth, now you're under attack. You came for the children, thought you'd never fall. But the table's turning. Hear the battle call. When the hunters become the hunted, we are coming for you. When the hunters become the hunted, CPS, your time is through. Tiff and the Punisher rising from the flames, uncovering the lies, screaming out the name. When the hunters become the hunted, we are coming for you. Podcast dropping bombs every episode raw. Real survivor stories breaking every law. You hunt the parents, label us all insane. But we flip the script, now you feel the pain. Gunning for CPS, equal and the same. Breaking down the system, screaming out your name. Foster care secrets buried in the dirt. We dig them up deep, watch the whole thing burn. You thought you were untouchable. Punisher. Forever!
Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem.
They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division is what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks, paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with dad out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again.
Imagine being a child who has been torn away from their security blanket, their parents, the ones who stop the boogeyman from terrorizing the nights and curing their boo-boos when they scrape their knees. Now just imagine how they mightest feel when the CPS meant to protect them tears them away from their supposed abusers and places them with strangers who have zero comforting skills. They need to be calm. They are confused, lost, panicked, and needing their parents, but CPS took them away for the purpose of saving them. The kids don't even know why, and they are told that the parents they attach to no longer want them. What do you think that does? Do you think that this is how protecting children is supposed to look? Abolish CPS.